Peace, peace. This is Dwayne Motivated, and I actually wanted to tell a story in regards to how people prioritize their money or their wealth over what's important, which is their health. So, to give you a little background about me, I went from 315 to 175. It was a hell of a journey. I'll get into that in other videos, but I want to talk about this right quick. So, I come from a family who prioritize their wealth over their health. So growing up, I watched a lot of my family members die from shit like heart attacks, strokes, high blood pressure, dialysis and things of that nature. And it's unfortunate because, you know, we were taught, especially in the Black community, to hustle, 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 hustle. And with that mindset, it seems to be an imbalance because we neglect taking care of ourselves, which is, to me, is important. Like I said, I've seen my family members die. And until this day, I see a lot of family members suffering. I see a lot of family members who aren't able to be, comfortable, pain-free. But this brings me to the main story that I want to talk about. Okay, 2 years ago, I had a business partner who I was in real estate with, and we ended up going to a real estate meetup or like a little, convention or something like that. My partner, he had a mentor who was like the real deal. This dude was super rich. He bought and sold properties all over Florida. Very aggressive, very intelligent type guy. Anyway, he was like, hey, Dwayne, we're going to get with Dave and we're going to sit down and, going to talk with him. I said, cool, let's do it. So anyway, they decided to meet up at a Mexican restaurant. So we at the Mexican restaurant and I met Dave. Dave came with his brother. And instantly I noticed something was off with his brother. And I could tell how the brother was speaking. He had a stroke because he wasn't really speaking that good. And I know about strokes because, I seen people in my family experience that, right? So we're sitting at the table. They're talking. My business partner and the dude talking because, they're heavy in investing. Me, I'm just sponging. I'm just learning, taking mental notes, taking actual notes because I wanted to learn from these guys because this dude,